Mamuina Kwaba, at the bank assertive native for. Uncle Kwesi Pratt Atenase, analyzing insensitivity for apostle for the past 3 months. And compared to that of for the year during a year assistance, and another don't go for the government to say, or no sister was also analysis. And so, was it or compare that to government, or something they be currently no Ghana, we are in crisis, papa. For the past 3 months, ni pepe, or shares as some apostle. Your manga nemuha for mobo to the point of agriculture, a cocoa hoons and some for aquapoya basa and no put for more can read to the point of him, Professor Genano Puku Ajimasusa and who do now. Akoko pim over Yuka Abrochimo and Nusa and Hons and Samsusa Abe de Jawa manga nemuha and Susan Yakamu Asamu. Let's for Adia a shine pie a galamsia ecoso and also ecoso manga and when it's Yama binuma, it's for one binum ewuni side the business essay. Ombani Omonyaina, it's for essay, Omosasini, or resources essay, nothing or chance as similar ecoso manga and muhapana, says it's John Dramani Mahama in his own words. No, or says Uncle Bianca and analyzing them why. So for example, we need to a new president, Ebert Naso. Native for SMB, Pinnacle Tin Sama or the El Tobi and I say, okay, Madame Wina, some share a young cassette.
Yeah, that's correct. That is no excuse for keeping anybody in office who has fallen out of line. If you fall out of line the first day, the second day, you must show the exit. This government has a huge opportunity to reset the country. And you can't reset the country with some of the ministers I'm seeing today. My brother, I'm serious. You can't reset this country with some of the ministers I'm seeing today. This government came to power partly as a result to mass opposition to reckless public spending, especially with regards to the National Theatre, the National Cathedral. Listen to me very carefully. So if you appoint a minister who in less than 3 months, I thought it was more than 3 months, but in less than 3 months, looks us in the face and says that we are going to rebuild the national, we are going to build the National Cathedral. And that those who oppose it will face them. Face who? We are going to face those who elected you into power.
Who said that?
I'm surprised that you don't know. That minister must be shown the exit now. He's not fit to be in office. You see, and if the government is able to take such measures, then the viciousness and malicious propaganda of the opposition would not be able to stand. But when government is not able to take a firm stand on these issues and discipline its people and so on, then it provides ground for malicious propaganda and so on. Master, I finished. In opposing privatization. And as ABA Fuseni says, what we need to do is to ensure that these enterprises, are properly managed by competent people. That's all. And we can get things done. We need to be reminded of our history. And the history of privatization in this country has been such a disaster, unmitigated disaster. You privatize 400 state enterprises and only 2 of them survive. What does that tell you? 400 state enterprises are privatized and only 2 of them survive. This ECG, we privatized the revenue collection, department of the ECG. I mean, gave it to the electricity company of France. It was a total unmitigated disaster. We tried to privatize water supply, gave it to Aqua Vita Rans of South Africa. It was an unmitigated disaster. What convinces us that privatization will work this time? It won't work. And look, over the last 8 years, you look at PDS, you look at what has happened with these containers and so on. And it's clear that this is an entity which can survive on its own. I don't want to go back so many years. I mean, when I used to work at the Ghanaian Times, as a reporter, I had a very interesting story. Our transformers got blown. Electricity transformers got blown. And there was a local company here in Ghana which could rewound the transformers. The managers of the electricity company of Ghana decided that they would not give it to the local company here. They would send it to Nigeria. And they sent the transformers to a church in Nigeria, the Olumba Church in Nigeria, to rewound the transformers. That's can you believe it? The transformers went, I think we paid them in pounds sterling. The Olumba Church, we paid them in pounds sterling. The transformers were not rewound. The transformers never came back.
It never came back.
And then when you're faced with such problems, you think that your quick answer is privatization. It is not. It is not. You understand? So I believe very firmly that this is a serious vindication of the Public Utility Workers Union and of the Trades Union Congress, and we should, as quickly as possible, abandon this reckless path to privatization.
$50 million. Subsequent to that, there was another high-profile cocaine bust of $350 million. And then they put it out in the media. There was also another incident, which for the first time in about 3 years, we had never had pirates attacking a fishing vessel on Ghanaian waters. And Ghana Armed Forces so responsibly put out a press release, detailed the incident and investigations that were being carried. So we held a press conference as Minority Caucus, calling on the security apparatus to provide us updates into these incidents that have come.
No issues have been raised with this.
No, yes, so but the conversation.
Let's go for the jugular.
We'll go to that, but I just want for you to know it was a single press conference. The Air Med flight was the second issue among the other issues, and we're asking them that what is the status of all these now. We have not even had any questions from them yet. We'll come to that. We haven't had any answers. We haven't had any, and I thought the media, I shouldn't even have put this, question out there. Because the media accompanying national security. And 2 months on, we have not had any prosecution of the perpetrators. No one has been arraigned before court. The drugs that were busted, nobody has been arraigned before court. And we are asking what is the status of these, including the Air Med suspicious flight, which also came in around the same time. Now, people are so interested in prosecution of individuals, and you're not interested in prosecution of the people behind this crime.
That is the allegation you have raised.
Yes.
And that's what we are interrogating. That's a matter of controversy now.
So in the matters,
by the way you detailed what you understood to be the cargo that was brought in, a cargo of cash and cocaine, it meant that you had knowledge. So I have a copy of the press conference here, and you even played a video. We said that our intel has intercepted a certain information, and that information has it that 2 suspicious flights out of thousands of flights which fly in and depart month by month, out of all that, only 2 were deemed to be suspicious because one came